Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Dark Thomas is unleashed by Ridge's family betrayal. At Forrester Creations, Thomas has returned. He isn't there to work though. He's there to see how Ridge is doing and to correct him. He wants to be certain that his father will fulfill his vow to wed Taylor. Unfortunately at this time, Thomas has nothing else going for him. After learning that his mother was defrauding Liam and Bill of $1 million, he called off his engagement to Paris. He is at a crossroads because he is no longer employed as a designer. It goes without saying that Thomas is not doing well. Since it's all he has right now, he insisted that his father maintain their family. He will be content knowing that his family will remain together. But Ridge still has feelings for Brooke. We are aware that Brooke and Thomas share a mutual hatred. However, his animosity is more profound. He accuses her of forcing his father to abandon his family in order to be with her. This places Ridge in a hard situation. He isn't sure if he should mark his destiny with Brooke or stay with Taylor. Ridge may wed Taylor merely to appease his son. However, a moment of weakness on his part could result in the ultimate betrayal of the family. We're concerned that Thomas might fall down the deep end once more based on his recent speech patterns. He might harm Brooke in Hope this time. Hope will see how dangerous Thomas is as a result of this. After that, she will never want to interact with him again, which will result in a reunion of Lope. Liam has been determined to reunite his family, as we all know. And not even Carter will be able to stop him. Fans want Thomas to keep out of his parents' affairs, but he has the ability to take things to a dark and deadly place. Ridge and Taylor should be able to see the warning signs before it's too late. Rana makes her debut, Thomas spirals, and Will's hacking lead. Here are the spoilers for the upcoming week of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate that Liam Spencer will assist Will Spencer in locating the unidentified female. But what occurs if he approaches Luna Nozawa? When Thomas Forrester finds out about Ridge Forrester's most recent move, he will lose it. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. First up, we have Ridge, who is slated to wed Taylor Hayes. Ridge abruptly changed his mind when Taylor coerced him into setting a wedding date. Naturally, the fact that Ridge kept thinking about Eric Forrester's eerie remarks didn't help either. In any event, Ridge's choice will draw a lot of criticism. Brooke Logan was already forewarned by Thomas not to interfere with Taylor's romance. But Thomas will probably blame Brooke for everything when he finds out about his father's most recent choice. Although the blonde would really like Thomas to accept her, it is not going to happen at this time. Brooke will therefore be pleased to hear that Tridge is over, but it does not imply that she will be reunited. Rana ultimately receives assistance from Brooke and Katie Logan. The lady will be a socialite searching for the ideal dress. Naturally, given that Bridge is so popular in Monaco, Italy, and other nations, Rana will probably bring them up. Rana could perhaps be able to provide Brooke some guidance. According to spoilers for the week of September 8th on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan gives her granddaughter an order. Will is completely off limits, the nice doctor will inform Luna. Fans are aware that Luna insists on doing things her way, even though Lee hopes her granddaughter will comply. Lee is not as familiar with Luna's problems as Sheila Carter-Sharp is. Sheila and Luna haven't been able to reason together thus far. Therefore, it could be appropriate for the server to fully disclose to Lee what Luna did that evening. Will is unable to get the mystery female out of his head. The young man is trying to figure out exactly what transpired that evening. Will asks Liam for assistance, and they do obtain the burner phone's address. What occurs then when Will corners Luna? Which plot thread do you most want to see throughout the upcoming week? 3 must-see scenes for the week of are revealed by spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. It is anticipated by fans that Will Spencer will corner Luna Nozawa. With Brooke Logan, Thomas Forrester is prepared to take things too far. In addition, Sheila Carter-Sharp's grandchild continues to cause her problems and moral quandaries. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. First, let's talk about Liam Spencer. He will assist Will now that he is aware that he is not dying and is returning to his regular life. The young man is adamant about learning the truth about what transpired at his party that night. Will is certain that he had an affair, as evidenced by enigmatic text messages. Will asks Liam for assistance after receiving another text message from the unidentified girl. Determined to find the cell phone's location, the two linger over a computer screen. Will simply walks in the door after receiving an address. Luna is in the restroom at the moment. Luna completely panics and flips out when she hears Will's voice. Will goes to the bathroom door and says they need to talk while she tries to hide. Wood will be unable to tell anyone the truth though because it would be so shocking? Or could someone get Will out of there by interrupting? 3. Will probably won't tell Electra Forrester the truth anyhow. When everyone learns that Luna is still alive, it will be even more of a betrayal. Another must-see moment on The Bold and the Beautiful revolves on Thomas's instability. According to teasers for the week of September 8th, the man has returned with no relationship and no work direction. Additionally, according to the man, Douglas Forrester is currently driving and occupied with pals. Thomas is pursuing Brooke since he has nothing else to concentrate on. This might put the blonde in serious risk depending on how far Thomas goes, particularly in light of Rich Forrester's decision to call off the engagement. Sheila is another person who might become more concerned about Luna's frequent disappearances. Lee Finnegan has also shown concern, but she lacks Sheila's intelligence. Luna's next action might therefore compel Sheila to take drastic measures for the benefit of society. Ridge is unable to commit. Ridge informed Taylor at the guest home that he was pleased with her usage of the space. She informed him that she wished to make it as memorable as their planned evening. Among other distractions, they made innuendos about getting married after discussing Thomas and Paris. Taylor mentioned how she never wants to miss any time spent with Phoebe, and how she lost her. Ridge was still torn between talking about marriage and being haunted by Eric's remarks. Taylor talked endlessly about all of their significant life events, and how Stephanie was their strongest ally. Taylor claimed that giving Ridge her heart was all she wanted. "What are we doing? Why do we have to wait?" Taylor inquired. If they wanted to, she said, they could tie the knot the following day. After asking Ridge whether he would agree, Taylor became sidetracked by a song. Instead, as Taylor told him how wonderful it felt to be in his arms, they started dancing. While dancing, Ridge kept thinking about Eric and their near loss of Brooke in Italy. Recalling that he had promised Brooke that he would make things right, he withdrew. "You have my undying love," Ridge said to Taylor. He declared that he appreciated her fortitude and tenacity, and that he adored their family and heritage. Ridge claimed he couldn't bear the idea of shattering her heart once more, and that he never intended to hurt her. "This is not something I can do. I'm unable to choose a date." To a shocked Taylor, Ridge said, "I can't marry you." When Thomas visited Eric in the CEO's office, he raved over his parents' marriage. "I will not allow anyone to sabotage that," Thomas exclaimed. Eric informed him that he was not accountable. Thomas revealed that after splitting with Paris, he had been reflecting a lot on his family, and how much he needed them. Thomas was informed by Eric that his mother was a successful woman who was whole without being with Ridge. Eric concurred that Taylor had supported Ridge during the coup, and Thomas mentioned that she believed she was dying when she arrived in town. Thomas continued by expressing his happiness at their reunion, and pointing out that there was just one obstacle. Ridge had a lot to think about, Eric added. Thomas informed Eric that he must want more for his dad even though he knew his grandfather supported Brooke, believing that he had already moved on. He requested Eric's support for their union. Brooke bemoaned to Katie in the design office that she had messaged Ridge, and that he had not returned her call. Though they didn't believe it was a coincidence, Katie and Brooke kept discussing how Thomas had arrived in time for his parents' wedding preparations. Thomas was described by Katie and Brooke using a litany of adjectives, such as needy and unstable. Brooke sought his approval because he was Ridge's son. Brooke was certain that the events in Italy overshadowed Katie's belief that Thomas would attempt to exert pressure on Ridge. She stated that all she had to do was have faith in him. "Hello," Thomas interrupted. If he was looking for Ridge, they informed him that he wasn't there. Thomas chuckled, saying he knew Ridge was at home, deciding on a wedding date with his mother. Brooke was cautioned by Thomas to never again stand in Ridge and Taylor's way. Because of her interaction with Will, Sheila and Luna have been growing closer. Sheila was informed by Luna that she had sneaked out of the flat to attend his promotion celebration. Sheila shockingly agreed to the plan. Luna then revealed to her that she had poured him drinks at the bar, and then sneaked into his room to exploit him. Sheila appears to be supporting Luna's crazy behavior in order to keep her around. She was the one that mentioned Luna's crush as soon as she resurrected. As soon as Luna woke up, she was already thinking about Will. Sheila then revealed his whereabouts, which put him in even more jeopardy. Is Sheila supporting her granddaughter's immoral behavior? Sheila and Luna both chuckled over how she appeared to be sleeping with Will, despite the fact that she had actually beaten him. Fans are aware of Sheila's troubled past, which includes her fair share of hazy and non-consensual interactions with males. Finding out that Luna is after Will amused Sheila as well. She is a horrible grandparent and a harmful influence, and she hasn't shown that she has changed. Luna got into this predicament in the first place because of Sheila. Although she says she doesn't want Luna to return to prison, she still wants to be viewed as the cool grandmother of the two. Sheila is likewise unaware that she is giving Luna additional strange thoughts. She brought up some of her previous offenses, which caused Luna's mind to race. She understood that she could simply falsify the pregnancy test, just as she had previously done with a paternity test. She is on a downward trajectory, and her future move is uncertain.